All right, so let's see if this started working here. Looks like it did. Great. So when where are we at here? 322 cyber operations. For those of you that are watching the video for the fall 24 semester, you will see this link here that'll get you to the playlist for all the videos of this course. So as I get done recording them in the morning here, I'll post them out to the YouTube page. I won't necessarily post them in the individual sections. You can just go to the playlist and pull the right video. I will post a name or something like that in the section so you know which video to go watch. If you haven't done it already, make sure you watch the course overview here at the top. And then in week one, as I mentioned in that one, normally we would do a Linux refresher. Cisco's doing some updates this week, so we kind of got rid of that. But we will go ahead and just go through the student introduction piece. The links for you to get access to the labs, the exam prep, and the book itself will be coming out here hopefully early next week. EC Council is working on finalizing those links and making sure they're right the first time. Till then, I'm going to go ahead and post the PDF for the actual course material. So there'll be a PDF that will be linked shortly under here that will give you a download link for the entire PDF. It's a pretty thick PDF. So we're going to be going through quite a bit. We're actually going to cover a couple different sections in this course. So if you remember from the syllabus, pull that up here real quick. So we are going to cover all of the EC Council Security Operations Center content. And then once we finish that up, we're going to go through those CYSA labs that go through here. And this will all be local here on NetLab. There's no cost on these. Then you guys will do some practice stuff and then take that actual exam here at the end. So for student introduction, this is just going to get you labeled in here. These are the generic slides from EC Council, so I'm going to skip over some of this stuff on here. The main thing that we're trying to prep you for, and the reason I kind of changed to the new content, is I really want to get you more hands-on with the Security Operations Center. So what we're finding out from students that have done internships, like Peyton's in this class now, is they need more access to SIMEs. They need to be able to determine threats internally and then reflect on whether those threats are valid or not. That's really what this course was designed from the very beginning. That's what the whole goal of the undergrad cybersecurity program is about. So the goal in here is that we're going to get you some of the skills required to identify those threats and then figure out whether or not we need to deploy any kind of security measures. As far as a program outline, these are the main modules, so to speak, that we're going to cover. So we'll go back over some computer network and security fundamentals. We obviously need to know that before we start chasing this. So essentially recapping your internetworking 1, 2, 3 type classes, recovering some of your Linux skills, your Windows skills, etc. And then we're going to jump right into cyber threats and into the Security Operations Center. What are the components and architecture of that? How to deal with logs, and then really starting to work with incident detection and threat intelligence. The beauty of this is it kind of now is even more of a precursor to the graduate program. So if you are doing like an accelerated master's program where you're wanting to jump between here straight into the master's program and get some credit, the penetration testing course in the graduate program is now not only ethical hacking, but also threat intelligence side. So we're going to do a whole deep dive into that as well. So you're going to learn topics like what are KPIs and challenges, which are great. Those are your key performance indicators. And that's pretty much what every SOC has. So whether you come from the NOC world, the Network Operations Center, or from the SOC side, you're always going to have these KPIs and things you guys are responsible for. But really, when it boils down to the SIEM and log management and how to see that. Let's see here. The main exam that you guys will take at the end of the course is about 75 questions. It takes about 2 hours to do. You guys will do it as a remote proctored exam. And so you just schedule it sometime during finals week. You can even schedule it before finals week. It does not matter to me. And the goal is that you should be able to pass that. It's all multiple choice. We do have a exam prep. Like I mentioned before, we never used to have anything like that. EC Council now includes that. And for you on-campus students, we're working to have a test center here. We probably won't have it this semester. But even for you guys that are online, we have exam vouchers so that if you need to retake it, we can actually get you a discount and or free for some of those exam vouchers. I'm working on that. If we get the ones here on campus, we can definitely let you retake it for free. The lab sessions that are in here, I believe there's about 8 labs, maybe a little more on this. They're going back to the iLearn platform, which is great. So it says the instructor will not demonstrate all those. We will actually do them in class. There are some of those that we'll be able to go in and try to go through those. As I mentioned, it's in the iLab platform. It works very similar to the NetLab platform that you guys have been used to over the years, where you'll have the screen, in this case, on the left, and then your instructions over on the right. It will send some additional commands, and it will actually pull out questions as you're going. And those questions will then get graded back to the gradebook. So that's a nice new feature over the NetLab labs, but we will have a whole series of those CYSA labs here at the very end. So again, if we look at the syllabus, you're going to see that these last, 5 weeks here, or these chunk of 5 weeks, you're seriously just doing 4 labs a week. And they're really good labs. They're going to complement the ones that you're doing in here, and some of them are going to go a little bit further. As I was talking with Peyton, one thing I'm going to try to do in the goal this semester is, now we have the Cybersecurity Institute here on campus. And I've got a really nice lab that has some big monitors. It's set up and designed to look like a SOC, with a bunch of nice, laptops that have plenty of power to do a lot of different things. And then we have a bunch of servers sitting there that are all for student use. So if you are an on-campus student and you want to kind of explore that, the Institute's open basically 8 to 5. You can come find me in room 253. The classroom itself is 209. And I'll definitely let you guys get in there. We also have a research lab over there that'll have some additional equipment. For you remote students, we are working on making sure that we can get you in that same environment. It will probably be VPN access to get in there. And then you guys can sign in, and almost as if you're sitting right there in the classroom. The only thing I can't give you is the SOC monitors, right? But if you have the ability to display those, if you had a couple monitors to your PC, we could definitely hook that up and you can see that same content. Right now, I'm really focusing on the on-campus side of that, purely from having the standpoint of all this physical gear and everything here. But I do hope to have more of an experience for the online. You guys will have a capture the flag type event towards the end of this class that will go back through all of this. And that'll be for some points, and might even have a prize for that one this year. Outside of that, Peyton, you got any questions while you're here?
No, I don't have anything right now.
Great. So for those of you that are listening online, if you can tune in at the 10 o'clock, you're more than welcome to. I actually encourage it so that we can kind of figure out how everybody's doing and progressing along. I know those times don't necessarily work. So if you have another time that you would like to visit or go over some stuff, just email me and let me know. I could even adjust this 10 o'clock to another time if we can find something that works for everybody. Other than that, look for the announcements here next week, and I should be able to get you guys access to the labs and the content, but I will post the PDF today with an announcement. We'll talk to you guys later.